Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, first of all, chosen, I want to talk to you all about the fact that you don't look the same anymore. And I'm not talking about your personality or your characteristics. I'm talking about your physical appearance has literally changed. Many of you have noticed this since your awakening, especially the more that you have continued to raise your vibrations and rise into your divinity. You may have begun to look in the mirror and it's like, wow, I'm transforming, but in a really good way, in a very positive way, to the point where you feel like you look more youthful. You are glowing more. You move differently, but physically you have transformed. And the interesting part about this is that, a lot of times people from the outside looking in, like people who have watched you go from being the old version of yourself, they watched you go into hermit mode where they didn't see you for a while, right? And if they did see you, it was far and in between. Like you kept a distance because you was going through this major metamorphosis, right? And a lot of people are in awe because they're like, how is it possible that you go into this hermit mode and you come out looking far younger, far better? Okay, you're shining, you're glowing. You just have this look about you, and they can't quite put their finger on what has changed. They just know that something has changed. But you ever had people look at you closely and they're trying to figure you out? They're trying to understand what's different. They just know that you're looking absolutely fabulous, right? But it's still hard to figure out what has changed here. And it's definitely not about ego. It's not about being braggadocious. But the fact of the matter is, when you go through a transformation, your higher self comes into union with your physical avatar. And your higher self is unblemished. Your higher self is highly vibrational. Okay? It's a purified energy. It's an awakened energy. And so it's a stress-free energy. So when it merges with your physical avatar, you start to shine from the inside out. Your DNA starts to express itself differently. Your cells, they express themselves differently. Okay? Remember, we are comprised of mostly water, at least about 70% water. And so knowing that water has memory, right? Water has memory, which means whatever energy you place into water is going to house that energy. And it's going to express itself based on the vibrational frequency of that energy. And so your higher self has the highest desire to be the best version, right? Is connected to the Most High Mother and Father. It's purified, it's awakened, and your higher self is always encouraging that lower energy that's within you to rise higher, rise to the next level. And so when you have gone through your awakening and you have truly transformed and you have done all of that deep, deep cleansing in hermit mode, and you're manifesting, alchemizing, transmuting energy, your higher self merges with your physical avatar. And so now, because you are comprised of mostly water and your thoughts are no longer the same, you're in the mindset of, I am great, I am powerful, I am strong, I am protected, I am divinely guided, I am creative, I am energized, I am youthful. These are the things that you're saying in your mind because that becomes your norm. Thinking from that angle becomes your norm. And if you find yourself thinking negative thoughts, that's outside of your comfort zone. So you check yourself real fast and you get yourself back balanced. That's how you know that you have fully awakened. And so now your higher self is comfortable with merging with your physical avatar. Why? Because you're on the right vibrational frequency to come into alignment with your higher self. And so your cells, which is housing all of this water, is also housing all of this memory of love, of enlightenment, of empowerment. Okay. And so you start to look different. So when those old cells are shedding, okay, because we said we shed millions of them, right? And you're transforming into it, like literally physically, you transform into a totally different person within about a 3-month cycle, right? Your body is constantly shedding cells. So by the time you look up 3 months from now, you are supposed to look like a totally different being. You're supposed to look new. You're supposed to look fresh. But most of the time, that doesn't happen for people because they stay in this low vibrational state and they keep repeating the same negative patterns over and over again. And so by the time they get done shedding all of them cells after that 3-month cycle, the underlayer looks worse than the layer that just got, released or shed. But for you, chosen, you are going through these shedding processes and your cells are expressing themselves from a high vibrational frequency. And so each time you go through that 3-month cycle of shedding those old cells, what's underneath the surface is it looks better than it did 3 months ago. Each time is looking better and better. Why? Because your energy is raising higher and higher. Your frequency is vibrating higher and higher. Your thoughts are more in alignment with positivity and high vibrational light energy. And so because of this, it's making you look different and you're looking better every day. And some say, how is that even possible? But at the end of the day, the Most High is a great creator. Okay. And this is another incentive to stay in alignment with your journey, but it's also a part of your birthright. Your birthright is to look good and to feel good, okay, in all ways. And so if you felt like, because for a long time, the chosen was under attack. The chosen was under attack even when it came to your physical appearance. And so, of course, stress will do that to you. It will age you much faster. Being in toxic environments will age you much faster, whether it's physically you're in a toxic environment because you're around smoke, drugs, things like that, or mentally you're in a toxic environment because you're just around people that's stressing you the hell out. That has a major impact on how you look physically. But when you start to remove yourself from them energies and you go into hermit mode, and now you're creating a purified climate for yourself. A purified environment, not just externally, but also internally, then your higher self says, yeah, I can meet you. We can merge now. We're ready to merge and I'm ready to express myself through you. And it physically changes you. It's an amazing metamorphosis that you go through when you begin to awaken and you're transforming and merging from that 3D reality into the 5D and higher reality. Like every part of you just looks different. And your physical appearance is most definitely a part of that transformation. And so, hey, people don't understand it. They don't get it. They don't know why you look so much better. But that is a part of the testimony to the fact that when you change, when you awaken, when you give yourself permission to step outside of the box that society has placed you in, when you remove yourself from toxic people, situations, thoughts, fears, belief systems, when you go through your spiritual awakening, your physical appearance is also a testament, a testimony of why this journey is the journey that you want to take. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even got to say a word to nobody. Just the fact that they can look at you and see the great difference. They can see the youth. They can see the glow. They can see the light. Okay? Your skin, everything begins to change. They can see it all. You see it all. Your physical appearance is enough of a testimony for those people who are non-believers when it comes to this spiritual awakening. So I just wanted to let you all know you're looking good out there. Okay. You are looking damn good. Divine masculine, divine feminine Keep on shining. Keep on glowing, because you have truly emerged from the shadows, and that God and Goddess energy is very evident. It's very evident. It's undeniable. You walk into a room, you don't have to say a word. People know who you are because you just glow different. Okay? And so that's my message. I just want to let y'all know you're looking good out there. It's not an illusion. It's not just in your head. No, you really have changed. And you're going to continue to look even better as you continue to raise your vibrations. It's going to continue to shine through. It's like you're aging backwards. It's such a difference when you're not allowing people to siphon your energy. In the past, before you awakened, you had people that was literally draining you of that light that was within you. And as you all know, for those of you who are plant lovers out there, if you have plants in your home, if your plants do not get a certain amount of light, they begin to wither away. They begin to die. They start to look old. They start to look, lifeless and dried out. And that's what happens when you are surrounded by unhealthy energies and you're sharing your sexual energy with people who are just literally siphoning and taking your creative energy. And you're constantly feeding that energy to the wrong types of beings, right? Or the wrong types of patterns or habits. It's like that siphoning of your light will age you very, very quickly. And you will look like that dried out plant, literally. Okay. And that it'll have you looking lifeless. Every day, a piece of you is being taken away from you, especially if you are sharing your sexual energy with karmics. And prior to your awakening, many of the chosen did. We all did. And so that's where the shift begins to change. When you go into hermit mode, you isolate yourself. You start to preserve your sexual energy. You start to protect your sacred space. You protect that light that's within. You protect your creative energy, and you don't give people permission to feed off of you, to siphon off of you, to take from you, and to drain you. It's no different than being at a job that is constantly draining you every single day, pulling on your energy. Friendships, unhealthy family dynamics. You go into hermit mode and you start to protect that light that's from within. And so because it's protected, then it's in the right environment to thrive. I'm talking about within your cells too. Okay? Because we're all, it's all electrical. That's what's going on here is, it's all electrical. All right. And so your cells are now protected. And so they're able to express, your DNA is now protected in a more healthy environment. Okay. The water that's surrounding it is now highly vibrational energy, is purified energy, or it's becoming more and more purified the more that you awaken. And so now that expression, it just looks so different. No more siphoning of your energy and draining you dry until it's physically visible in your appearance. And so this is why the awakening here in the age of Aquarius creates a new generation of 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds that look far younger, because you are now operating from a different space internally. And so it has to, that is the universal law, as within, so without. It has to reflect in your physical appearance. As above, so below. What's going on with you and your higher self, once it merges with your physical avatar, it has to reflect in your physical appearance. And this is what's happening for you all. And so I wanted to just let you know, y'all look damn good out there. You are looking good, divine masculine and divine feminine, and you're going to continue to look better and better. People are going to look up like, how is it that you look better this year than what you did last year and the year before that and the year before that? I mean, can it get, how? Just continue to be the example. Just continue to let your higher self thrive in your physical avatar, because that's all it is. They're meeting the higher version of you that existed in the 5D or higher realm for a very long time. They're meeting that version, and they're getting to see it with their physical eyes. So now people get to attest to the fact that transformation is real. It goes beyond your physical appearance, but that is not exempt. That is also a part of the transformation, and it is a bonus for sure. So that's my message for you all. If you find that you are looking at yourself and you're seeing that physically you are changing and you are just noticing a stark difference in yourself, leave a message, leave a comment below. Let us know how things are shifting for you and how it's impacting you in a positive light. That's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you.